Hi guys, karibuni sana to today's video. If you're viewing me for the first time, hi, my name is Shiro, and if you're returning to view my content, thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate. I hope you guys are having a good new year so far. I don't know what you feel about carpets in your house, but I feel like this is not working for me. And as a mom of four, for the longest time, we stayed without a carpet, but I had to bring it back because it became too cold during the winter and we needed to warm up the house. However, I feel like this is just a mess. This is not manageable. It is not working for me. And even though we sweep it a few times a week, I feel like it is just harboring so much dirt, especially under the chairs and where I can't reach on a daily basis. So it's really annoying. And right now, I just feel like getting rid of it and leaving the floors bare. This is supposed to be a washable rag. It's supposed to make my life easier, but clearly it is not. And the one for the dining area is okay because it's small, but this one for the living room, I don't even know what to do with it. I had bought a rag pad to put under it, which was meant to make it like stick on the floor so that when I vacuum, the vacuum does not suction it. But it was not serving the purpose. When I tried it on the carpet on the dining area, the vacuum was still suctioning. So that was not going to work on this side of the living room because the carpet is bigger. So I had to return the rag pad. And yeah, you know what? This year we are all about making our lives manageable and having more peace in our homes. So the main disadvantage with this washable carpet is that, first of all, it gets dirty really quickly and it does not make vacuuming easier. And if I knew this was one of the main challenges that I would have faced, I wouldn't have bought it. But now I can't get rid of it because this will be like the third carpet that I am getting rid of. And, you know, money is not growing on trees. So we'll have to see how to make it work.
I'm feeling way too low to start this night, but I wanna get to your bash. Last night you tried to make me angry, yeah, but this time I get you mad. Oh, don't need apologies enough for this. I'm burning for you. Can't get enough.
It's the beginning of a new week, so I am resetting the living room. The last thing that I did was decluttering my shoe area. You can still see the box that I was storing the shoes in. It is still there. I still have not figured out where to put it. But as I am resetting the living room, my girls are in the kitchen experimenting with their cooking skills. So once I am done cleaning the living room, we will go and see what they have made. I also need to juice and make my ginger shots. And make my ginger shots because we need to be serious. This 2026, we need to be very serious.
Yeah. This is the one that you've been harassing Dylan for. So you see, your dad was not careful with your
I did. I carried it that night. I went to bed with it.
And then how is it under the chair?
Dylan took
You
it
see,
and put
if I
it
had
under
not
the
cleaned
chair.
the house, you would not have got it. So this is my pay for cleaning the house and removing these chairs. Okay? Now you get the share you wear.
Being a parent often comes with the requirement to be able to put on different hats. For the past few weeks, we have been playing judge and trying to understand where money disappeared to. Because where one person says they put the money, it is not there. And then they are saying this other person's money, they are saying it is theirs. And yeah, it had just been a casey for a while. And then here we go. When I clean under the chairs, we find the money there. So who is on the wrong? I should have paid myself with that money. These chairs are so heavy to move around, but I feel like I want my living room to have a different look and a different feel. So I am taking time to put things in order. and just sweeping under the chairs. Then I want to switch this 3-seater on this side and take it to the other side. And see, even sweeping under the chair, we have found a portrait that fell. I don't even know how many ages ago when we were hanging Christmas lights. Anyway, I am taking time to put things in order. This has been really less pressurizing, and I've just been taking time to think about what I want my space to look like now and in the future. In 2025, I had made some resolutions which definitely I did not follow through, and I am going to try and do that in 2026. And while I do this, I am constantly being reminded that God cares about order in our homes, not perfection, not having everything spotless, but order that brings peace. Oftentimes, when my space feels overwhelming, my mind usually feels the same. And I've learned that resetting my home helps me reset my thoughts and makes me more calm. Every time I declutter or organize things, I just ask myself, what are we actually using? What do we need? What are we holding on to out of habit or out of just sentimental attachment? What is just taking up space? And that reflects life so well, where we often carry or keep things that no longer serve us, be it pain, be it past hurt, past regrets, past mistakes. Like, we just hold on to things for the sake of feeling like we are in control. And I don't know if you're like me, but this year I really want more alignment in my life. I want my life, my home, my family, and my priorities to be in line with what God is calling me to focus on. And sometimes alignment starts with letting go of clutter, letting go of unnecessary things, and making space for things that matter instead of holding on to things that you think just in case one day I am going to need. It's not easy, but we need to pray for our homes, that they will become places of peace and not stress, a place where we feel comfortable, safe, and productive, and a place where we can rest, not just physically, but emotionally too. When we come out from hustling out there, from all the noise that is outside the world, when we come home, we feel like this is our safe space. And those are the spaces and the homes that we are trying to create in 2026.
Imagine sun shining, pink clouds in the sky, and everything is right. Imagine stars lighting up the night, and a shooting star so vibrant, you have to make a wish. Nothing's ever in your way, scoring every shot you make. No, you've never heard of pain, because you're just high on life. Every day is Saturday. Life is sweet as birthday cake.
I am done in the living room, so now I am in the kitchen and I want to help the girls with what they were making before I start juicing. They wanted to do some strawberry cheesecake cups, and what they've done is they've taken crackers and mashed them and put some butter in them and then put them in these disposable plastic cups. Then what I am putting inside is the filling, which I used cream cheese, whipping cream, icing sugar, and jello, so that when we put it in the fridge, it is going to set, it's just going to stiffen, and then it will just become like a cheesecake. So it is a no bake thing. We are just going to put it in the fridge, and then we'll just eat it like that, just as a snack. It's nothing fancy or anything. It's just for munching and biting around. Then once we were done with that, my older girl did the chicken. She did chicken wings with chicken barbecue sauce or something of that sort. But yeah, she did chicken wings. So these ones were just going to be munching around during the day or during the afternoon. So right now I want to make for them some fruits mixtures so that they can have some fruits in their systems, because they have also been junking a lot. Ignore my ashy hands. I am in water, washing, cleaning, and just doing things here. And I am just trying to make fruit skewers just for the fun of it. I am going to be using kiwis, strawberries, and grapes, red and green.
You don't know how much You don't know how much I care. Throw me into the deepest ocean, and I promise you I'll swim through the highs and the lows. You will find me, and just know that I'm here to stay. Like every wave.
I ended up making just 6 skewers. Then for the rest of the fruits, I'm going to add yogurt and granola, and those are going to be for my breakfast.
I don't like to see you crying on your pillow. Never wanted you to feel like I'm not there. But I know that in this life you will have trouble. I just wanna let you know that I'm still writing you new love letters. You see how I take care of the sparrow. I do it all for you to prove I gotcha. You see how I'm still painting the rainbow. So don't let go of me. Drawing close. All out desperate.
I am now ready to juice, so I am going to be working with the fruits that remained, the strawberries, grapes, kiwis. Then I will also add apples, watermelon, and a lemon, and then we will do our ginger shots. So if you're in that season of life where you feel like you want to reset, be it your house, be it your environment, be it your body, whatever aspect of your life you want to reset, there are 5 pillars, which is emotional, financial, physical, mental, spiritual, whatever aspect of your life you want to reset. Always remember that it is not about perfection, but having that intention and the fact that you have started, it is about creating an environment that supports the kind of life that you want to live. So for example, if your goal is to reset your house, it is going to mean less clutter, less chaos, and more intention with the things that you're buying and the things that you're going to have around your house. Then if it is about your finances, then you are going to spend less, spend on what you need and not wasting money. If it is weight, then you look at what you are putting in your body and also increase like your physical activity and stuff like that. So it is about being more intentional. We also need to practice more gratitude for what we already have, and also remind ourselves that we do not need more to be thankful. We need to be more thankful. So as we navigate through this year, I pray that God will guide us as we nurture our families and honor the spaces that He has blessed us with and the things that He has given us in our lives. And I pray that He is going to show us what to keep and what to release, not just in our homes, but also in our hearts, as I mentioned, like past pains, past hurt, past mistakes, past failures. Because when our surroundings feel lighter, it becomes easier to think clearly and move forward. So this is how we are setting ourselves up for success in 2026, by getting rid of what is giving us stress and more work, and simplifying our lives and spaces so that we can enjoy more peace. I hope that this has been an encouragement to you. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope that this year is going to be a year of clarity for you, and a year where you align yourselves with your goals, and a year where you align yourself with the purpose that God has put you in this world for. The last thing that I am doing is making my ginger shots. The benefits of ginger shots, honestly, is just building your immunity support system. And I love ginger shots because anytime I feel like I am getting a flu and I take ginger shots, that is lemon, ginger, and turmeric, that flu just disappears. So if you have not tried ginger shots, make this your goal for 2026. Try out ginger shots and just make them in bulk. They go a long way. So like this batch I am making will probably go for like 2 to 3 weeks to a month, depending on how often I take. So that is my motivation for the year 2026 and for this homemaking diary. I hope that it has had a positive impact in your life, or that you have just gotten entertained and learned a thing or two. This is how I am storing my ginger shots. I just freeze them, and then when I want to take, I just take an ice cube and put hot water, and that's it. So guys, until next time, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Baraka tele.